There comes a moment in your life when you realize that the real battle has never been between you and the world. It has always been between you and your own mind. And the day you understand that is the day everything begins to change. There's a moment in every person's life when they realize the real battle has never been between them and the world. It's always been between them and their own mind. And that's why today we're diving into 6 ruthless Stoic laws that will rewire your mind. Not as ideas to memorize, but as truths you can actually live. Most people wake up carrying the same fears, the same habits, the same thoughts that held them down yesterday. They don't notice that they're repeating the same mental patterns that keep them stuck. The Stoics believed the mind could be trained, shaped, strengthened, but only if you're willing to confront yourself honestly. These laws aren't gentle. They're not warm or comforting. They're sharp, demanding and direct, because real change always is. But if you let them sink in, if you actually apply them, they'll shift the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you face your life. Take a breath. Let's begin. Law 1. You control your mind, or your mind controls you. It sounds simple, it sounds ordinary, but most people never truly take ownership of their inner world. They react before they think. They panic before they understand. They let their emotions run them like a wild horse, pulling a broken carriage. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He wasn't being poetic. He was being brutally literal. Your mind is the starting point of every emotion you feel, every decision you make, every story you tell yourself. If you don't train it, it trains you. If you don't steer it, it drags you. And if you don't master it, the world will do the job for you. Badly. This law forces you to pause and ask, is this thought leading me or limiting me? Because if your mind is not being shaped with intention, it's being shaped by fear, memory, and chaos. Rewiring your mind begins by reclaiming your authority over your thoughts. Nothing changes until that changes. Law 2. What you fear is almost always worse in your imagination. Fear is a storyteller, and it's a dramatic one. It takes a small problem and paints it like a disaster. It takes a temporary struggle and makes it feel permanent. It creates endings that never happen, pain that never comes, and humiliation that never arrives. Seneca understood this when he wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Fear thrives in uncertainty. It grows in silence. It becomes powerful when you never look directly at it. But when you confront what scares you, when you examine it, challenge it, question it, it shrinks. Not because the world becomes easier, but because your mind becomes stronger. The Stoic approach to fear is ruthless. Run toward the truth, not away from it. Face the thing you keep avoiding. Let clarity kill the fear your imagination created. Because most of the pain you feel doesn't come from reality. It comes from the lies your thoughts whisper in the dark. Law 3. Your emotions are teachers, not rulers. People misunderstand Stoicism. They think it's about being emotionless, cold, unaffected. That was never the philosophy. Stoics felt deeply. They just refused to drown in what they felt. Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your emotions are signals. They show you where you're wounded, where you're growing, where you're hiding, where you're still chained to the past. Ignoring them isn't strength. It's fear wearing armor. But letting them rule you destroys your peace. The Stoic law is simple. Feel everything. Follow nothing blindly. Anger may show you a boundary. Sadness may show you a truth. Fear may show you a weakness. But you choose what to do with that information. Rewiring your mind means learning to listen without obeying, to feel without collapsing, to understand without surrendering. Law 4. You are not owed anything, and that is your freedom. This is where most people struggle. We grow up believing the world should reward us because we tried, because we were kind, because we suffered, because we waited. But life doesn't bend for our expectations. And frustration is born in the space between what we think we deserve and what reality delivers. The Stoics removed that space entirely. They believed you aren't owed praise, fairness, perfection, or comfort. You're only owed the chance to act with excellence in the conditions you're given. This sounds harsh, but it is one of the most liberating truths you will ever accept. Because when you stop expecting life to give you what you want, you become unstoppable in creating what you want. Entitlement chains the mind, ownership frees it, and freedom is the soil where strength grows. Law 5. The obstacle is the path. Most people meet difficulty and turn away. They wait for something easier, lighter, more comfortable. They try to resist the challenge instead of rising to meet it. But the Stoics believed that obstacles aren't interruptions to life. They are life. They are the training ground for strength, clarity, resilience, and identity. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is a ruthless law because it strips away excuses. You don't get to avoid the obstacle. You don't get to pretend it shouldn't be there. You don't get to collapse because it's difficult. You meet it. You study it. You use it. The obstacle becomes your teacher, your sculptor, your mentor. Rewiring your mind means retraining yourself to see challenges not as punishments, but invitations. Law 6. You become what you repeat, not what you intend, not what you dream, not what you promise yourself at midnight. What you repeat. Your habits are the architecture of your future. Your small daily actions, the ones nobody sees and nobody praises, are what shape your identity far more than your feelings or desires. If you wake up late every day, you become someone who wakes up late. If you avoid uncomfortable conversations, you become someone who avoids. If you choose comfort over growth, you become weaker without realizing it. Stoicism teaches that character is formed through repetition, the steady, disciplined, boring commitment to doing what is right, not what is easy. The mind rewires itself when your actions force it to evolve. If your life isn't changing, it's because your patterns aren't changing. You do not need a new life. You need new daily repetitions. You've made it this far, and that alone says something about you. It means a part of you is ready to think differently, to live with more clarity, more calm, more strength. These 6 Stoic laws aren't easy, but they're the kind of truths that reshape you from the inside out. If something in this video spoke to you, even a single line, then stay close. This space is here for you, a place to pause, reflect, and rebuild your mind, one quiet step at a time. Carry what you learned into tomorrow. Let it settle. Let it work. Let it shape you. And if you want more moments like this, more calm in the chaos, more perspective for the days ahead, then subscribe and come back when you're ready for the next step.